Hello everybody, and I'm here today to give you a mod guide and review on the Spider Queen mod by D. Jocelyn. So, let's get started, shall we? Okay guys, so before we get started, I just want to give you a real quick rundown on what it is this mod does and the key features of it. So after logging into Minecraft for the first time after installing this mod, you will see that your character model is changed to that of the Spider Queens. Now you'll just be playing as the Spider Queen for the majority of the time you're using this mod. And as the Spider Queen, you have a number of different features that you can use to your advantage that have been added to the game. So let's get started on those. Number one, you will be able to see better in the nighttime and have night vision in dark places. So that means, like, say you wanted to go outside and run around and kill some creepers during the night and get gunpowder, stuff like that. You won't get snuck up on as much, and there won't be as many explosions with the creepers because you'll be more aware of your surroundings and you'll be able to see better. And like, you'll also be able to see mountains in the distance and formations and just the whole land in the distance. Otherwise, you like if you were playing as your regular Minecraft character, you'd only see the silhouettes of those. Number two, you will be able to spin webs and use those webs to climb a bunch of different surfaces and inclines that you wouldn't be able to climb usually unless you like built a staircase. With those webs, you will also be able to trap monsters and animals and seal those in cocoons. There's a bunch of different features you can do with the cocoon monsters, but I'll get later on into that. Number three, you will be able to lay eggs, lay spider eggs, and there are a variety of 5 different spiders that you can lay and hatch, and they will be your pets, and they will defend you, and some of them will follow you around, but I will show you all the whole variety of the different spiders later on. And number 4, you will be able to create a spider bed that you can sleep in that will turn daytime into nighttime. And you will also be able to use the regular bed that turns nighttime into daytime. So that gives you a bunch of different control over like the different aspects of your world. So let's get started and show you guys the actual features and how to do these in the actual game. Okay guys, to get us started off, I am just going to go ahead and show you how to craft webs and just go ahead and show you all the things you can do with the webs. So the way you get webs is you gotta craft string into the actual webs themselves. And the way you get string is you just eat food and that gives you a certain amount of string. So the number of string you get from a piece of food is dependent on like what level the food is. So say it's a raw pork chop, you get like around 3 string from this, and a cooked pork chop gives you about 8 string, and a golden apple gives you about 40 string. So go ahead and look at this. So you see how that string just pops out of there? I got 8 and 3, so that makes 11, and then this golden apple gives me like around 40 string, which is pretty cool. So then you're just going to take that string and put it into the crafting table like so, and that'll give you your webbing. And you can do a bunch of things with this webbing, but first off I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to climb surfaces with this. And I've gone ahead and I've prepared this for you guys. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to shoot it up there. I'm going to right click on the web and I'll be able to climb up there on both sides. And I should be able to climb up on the ceiling as well. And you can just press space to get up here. It's not like a usual ladder. It's a bit it's better than ladders. And then to get on the ceiling, you're just going to press shift and you'll be able to walk around on top of this, which is pretty freaking cool. So yeah, now that I've showed you this, let's move on to a bit more of the complex side of this mod. Okay, so now that I've shown you guys how to make the webs, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make the spider bed in order to turn daytime into nighttime. So what you're going to have to do in order to make this spider bed is you're just going to have to make a 5x5 square out of logs, and you are supposed to leave the center of the square hollow. So just go ahead and do that. And then you're going to proceed to fill the log with the webs, but you're going to have to click on the webs 2 more times with more webs in order to make the actual spider webs themselves. And these spider webs, I know they are in the actual Minecraft game, they're not part of the mod, but they slow you down if you go into them. So be careful there. And you're just going to go ahead and do that with the whole hollowed out square. And after you get your final one, that'll turn into this, and you'll have your spider bed. So all you gotta do, it's just like a regular bed, excuse me. You just gotta right click on it and you'll sleep. And as you can see, it is now nighttime. So now that it's nighttime, you will notice that we will be able to see a lot better into the distance than we would usually. So you see how we can see like those mountains in the distance, whereas there would be silhouettes if you were playing your usual Minecraft character, like I said earlier. And so this is just a demonstration of the night vision to show you how well it works, and it works really well. And you will be able to see like monsters in the distance, and this helps if you are actually going to be going around exploring at night, and makes it a bit safer, so it's nice if you like that. And yeah, that's about it for the nighttime. Let's go ahead and show you how to capture monsters. Actually, let's go ahead and just show you how to capture monsters right now. So all you're going to do in order to capture monsters and animals is you're just going to shoot them with a web. And you see how that cocoons them? And you can just click on them, and that turns them into a portable item that you can carry around. So you can do a bunch of things with these portable animals, so to speak. You can actually eat them. So all you're going to do is you're going to place them on the ground, and then you're going to right click them, and you see how it looks dead now and there's blood coming out of it. And when you eat a certain type of mob or monster or animal, it'll give you either more web or spider eggs. And I will get more onto that later, but let's go ahead and show you how to lay eggs and hatch them into different types of spiders now. Okay guys, so the way you're going to have to get your spider eggs and be able to hatch your own pets and sons and daughters is you're going to have captured a monster or an animal in a cocoon, and you're just going to have to actually eat it. So I'll just go ahead and place a zombie down right here, and a cow. And so animals only give like a certain chance to drop an egg, and the monsters, pretty much I get them every time I eat a monster, whereas I don't whenever I eat an animal. So that'll just give you these purple eggs right here, and all you're gonna do in order to lay the spiders is you're just going to have to right click on them and they will spawn. So now there are different varieties of spiders, and the way you get different varieties of spiders is you just gotta place a cocooned animal or monster next to an egg, depending on which one you want it to be. Like if I set a skeleton right there, it will turn into a thin spider, which is a certain type of spider, and the other ones will just turn into baby spiders. If you don't give them any cocooned monsters to eat when they hatch, they will just be regular old baby spiders. And if you give them an animal, they will just be like your basic original spider, like is in the actual game. But if you place them next to a cocooned monster, each of those monsters has a different unique quality to it. So you see, that one turned into a regular spider because it ate the sheep. That one turned into a thin spider because it ate the skeleton, and those are just baby spiders. So now let me move on into showing you all the different varieties of the spiders. Okay guys, so now we are here with each of the spiders that have been added to this mod. So let me go ahead and show you each of these spiders and what it is they do. So these are tiny spiders, also known as baby spiders. They don't attack, but if you feed them raw pork chops, they'll give you more string than they would normally if you fed them if you fed yourself the raw pork chops. So say if I eat these raw pork chops, I only get about 3 string. But if I feed them the raw pork chops, I get about 12 string. So that's nice if you need like a string farm, or you have extra raw pork chops and you actually want them to do something good. So this next spider right here is the original Minecraft spider, and the only difference between this one and the one that has been added is that it won't attack you outright, and they fight for you, although they don't follow you, and it has blue eyes. So you get these from just feeding it any type of cocooned farm animal, chicken, pig, sheep, or cow, next to its egg before it hatches, and that's how you get that spider. This next spider is the thin spider. These are weaker, but they move quicker. And they do attack your enemies and stuff like that. All of these spiders will attack apart from the baby spiders. And you get these from hatching it next to a cocooned skeleton. And you will see all of these cocooned mobs are dead right here because I used them to hatch each of the spiders. So that was the thin spider. So now this is the poison spider, and it has increased attack power, and you get it from feeding it a zombie before it hatches. So this is like your basic guard spider that you're going to want to keep around your house in case like a monster or creeper or something like that gets in. Okay, so now this next spider is the boom spider, and you get this from feeding it a creeper, a cocooned creeper, before it hatches, and these explode upon death. But the difference between this boom spider, the explosion it makes, and the actual creeper explosion is it doesn't infect the environment. It doesn't affect the environment at all. It only affects actual mobs or monsters and the player himself. So if you were to kill this spider, or if a monster was to, the explosion would affect and damage the actual monsters that are around it, or the monster that killed it, but it wouldn't affect the actual environment around it. So it wouldn't take out a big chunk of dirt or anything, or a chunk of your house if it like died in your house. So that's pretty cool. So that was the spiders of the Spider Queen mod, and let's move on. So this has been the Spider Queen mod, guys, and I've had an awesome time doing a review on this. This was an awesome mod to experience and just play through, because I love mods like this where you take the role of a different character in Minecraft, and you're not exactly a good character, but you're not bad. And there's going to be a bunch of things that he's going to be adding to the mod that I know have been pretty much confirmed from the thread I read. Like right now, for instance, you can't control the spiders, meaning like they won't follow you around or anything. And I know he's going to be in like version 2 adding a way that they will follow you around like wolves, and that would be pretty cool. And there are lots of other things that I'd like to see in this mod. I know there's not just going to be spiders added to this mod. I know he's going to be adding like other insects and stuff like that. And there's also going to be like a thing where the Spider Queen and the actual original Minecraft character are going to be able to play alongside each other, like in multiplayer. Like, that would just be great, because that's just an awesome thing to do. And there's not really much anything bad, or there's not really any major bugs that I could find out with this mod. And he's done a good job coding it, and it's just overall, it's fantastic. So please check out this mod and go to the mod developers page that I will link you to in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I love you all, and goodbye.